go by the name Mantio. That's my name. Uh, well, I'm not that young, you can say, because I'm 57 years old, but I'm aging gracefully, so I really appreciate God for that. That's not what. And I've been in music for like a very long time, and um, I'm like a radio station, long in transmission. But the only thing is that I have not been enjoying much reception. That's what you can say in terms of remuneration and all that, and recognition and the fame that goes with it, or the rest of that. So that's it. But um, I realized that I started singing as young as when I was a little boy, less than 10. We'll be going to like a countryside kind of farm, like in Africa where I'm from. Our farms are like usually in a very far place, some kind of distance from home. So like it's like a countryside here. So and anytime we're on our way to the farm, I realized that with the little instruments that we're going to the farm with, I've been making some kind of sound, some kind of organized sound, which you might call and interpret as music. And I've been doing that, and I've been consistently doing that until my childhood to adulthood to the present day. And I realized that right now, I'm like what you might call an OG, but to be honest with you, I'm a combination of the OG and the Gen Z. So the kind of sound that I'm able to create right now is a blast. Yeah, I must say it's passion. It's the passion for my game. Like I said, I've been like a radio station, long in transmission. So the passion keeps increasing. It keeps getting higher. You know what I mean? It's not dying down. It's a heavy passion, and been steadily growing and increasing by the day. And that actually had to do with the timing. So this passion, I said I can't really let go. It's like it's gotten to a point when it's no more what I can conceal inside. I really gotta like do something about it. So I decided to let it out. Hence, I decided to make the release of this first project, and called Greatest Mistake Ever, Volume 1. So this is the reason, it's the passion. So, and at this age, I believe that I'm no more in the boys' company, you know what I mean? So, I'm old enough right now that I figure out how to go about my vision. Not just a venture, no. I've always been inspired. And so, the idea that it's like, I want to venture into something new, no. It's always been part of me. It's been bubbling on the inside. So it's not just a venture, it's inspiration, and which is really divine. Every good thing comes from above, from the Father of light. So, and I believe that, the person who is above all, that gave me the inspiration, knew that I've got to do something with it. I shouldn't just like let it die. That's what happened. You're right. Absolutely. It's very intriguing. A greatest mistake ever, yes, it's intriguing. The reason is like, it will be the greatest mistake ever in your life for you not to believe in Jesus. You listen to that third track, it said believe in Jesus. It will be the greatest, worst mistake of your life not to believe in him. He's the savior of mankind, no doubt. And he gave his life, sacrificed his life for everybody, for our sins. While he knew no sin. So what an awesome sacrifice. Nobody can actually do that for anybody. That's why he's the greatest. So it would be a great mistake, the worst ever, not to believe in him. And ordinarily, for you not to make it in life, in whatever devotion, in whatever calling, whatever volition God has called you, come on, it would be a tragedy. That would be a great mistake. And then for you to always not recognize that there will always be heartbreakers, and now that the Casanovas, there are a lot of game players around. You find this in both sexes, and women and men. And for you not to recognize that would be a great mistake. That's why you see greatest mistake ever. That's why I titled that song that way. This project is called Greatest Mistake Ever. It's because I don't want you to forget. The greatest mistake ever in life is for somebody to be ignorant and you want to remain ignorant. That's greatest mistake ever. And, for you not to realize and recognize that there's a lot of people in this life who you will love them sincerely, wholeheartedly from your heart, love them, but they won't love you back. It's a great mistake. It's the greatest mistake ever if you put it together. You love people, they won't love you back. It happens. It happens to everybody. So this message is a very strong one, very powerful for you to learn. I'm excited that God gave me this project so that I can pass this message across. It's the greatest mistake ever, for you to make it, for you not to realize that people you will love, some won't love you back. There are heartbreakers around, so you gotta be beware. You know what I mean? Very important. Yeah, a lot of mistakes, a lot of challenges, so to say. Mostly financial. I gotta be honest with you. On a music project, it requires a lot of money. There's a lot of finances involved. So if you don't have a big heart, you can't venture into music. I'll be honest with you. Because music as a passion is quite different from music as a business. So for you to become a project means it's like you're taking it another level, the real level, the business level. So, and that involves a lot of money. And for you to go where the money is, man, like they say back home in Africa, that it takes money to make money, so you gotta put in a lot for you to expect a lot. That's what it is, So for every venture or project anybody will buy into, there will always be challenges and all that. But in all things, like, I believe that I have a bigger heart, to accommodate the challenges. And my faith will saw me through. I believed in Jesus that he would be like, make a way. And he actually did make a way. Yeah, you see, greatest mistake ever is a combination of the Gen Zs and the old school. It's classic, it's iconic. It's an evergreen package. You know what I mean? This is a music that is gonna be here as long as it is as the sound of time, to be honest with you. So it's gonna be here like forever. 50 years from now, you play it, you're gonna get the same sound. In music, it's not about like just having a good melody, sound. No, it's about creating a sound. This sound was uniquely created so that, it will serve the young, the old, and everybody at heart. Like, that's what happened. So it's a combination of both. Everybody, everybody is taken care of. Your taste is taken care of. Their daddies, mommies, young girls, boys, whatever. Everybody got a swing here. It's a dance off for all, man. So then you want to reflect, you want to meditate, you want to talk to God, then you listen to that iconic track, Believe in Jesus. You know what I mean? So that's all. Are you heartbroken or whatever? Come on. And the inspiration is gonna like bring your vibe back. Because anytime for me, music is like an avenue, it's a vehicle to tune back my vibe. Anytime like something is wrong and I'm like messed up, come on, I go back, I go listen to music, a whole lot of it, and I get my vibe back. That's what happened. You get your groove because it's like a package for all, the young and the old at heart. The gospel will always be the base or the root. And to be honest with you, every music stems from the gospel. We are stealers from the gospel. Everybody steals something from the gospel, before you talk about the love stuff. There is no love stuff without the gospel. How do we even actually, first of all, have the knowledge of love in the first place? It's because the Bible actually told us that God is love. That's how we knew about anything, about the knowledge of love. So everything stems from that base, which is the gospel. So in my music or in my sound, there will always be the gospel, which I believe is the modern father of it all. You know what I mean? Every other music stems from there. And so the love elements, I will always balance steadily, consistently, because I'll first take a root from the base, which is the gospel, which is the Father. I come from there, and then with his inspiration, I'm able to like get other elements and put them all together. I want all listeners out there to take away joy. My music is coming from a happy place. You know what I'm saying? So you give what you have, man. That's a saying. That is a true saying. You always give what you have. So I'm a very happy person, and everything is coming from a happy soul. You know what I mean? So I give what I have. So and I want them to also share knowledge, because it's like it will be the greatest mistake ever in your life not to believe in Jesus. And it will be the greatest mistake ever in your life not to recognize and realize that, appreciate the fact that you got to be aware of scammers, of Casanovas, of heartbreakers, you know what I mean? Of those who you love and they don't love you back. You just gotta be aware. So it's a strong message that you're gonna share and have enjoy this knowledge. This knowledge, at the same time, you share happiness and joy. You know, joy, there's something about joy and happiness. It's contagious. Yeah, what I have is contagious. So I'm infectiously sharing it with everybody, you know, that will listen to this music. Yeah, I do think so. Most definitely, because you see the Gen Zs, they're thinking about booty. You know what I mean? Yeah, booty ass, booty. No, I don't need that. So because to be honest with you, yeah, my age is a lot of advantage. I'm grown, you know. I'm a grown up, so I don't have time for thinking about booties and all that. All the better messages to pass across through music than booties. And so they're Gen Zs, they're crazy about booty, whatever. No. For me, I'm not in the boys' company, so you know that's much I do about something for me. You know what I mean? It's so much. It means a lot. It makes me to think. Yeah, because I believe that more knowledge comes from with age. You know, as you go along, man, it's like a geographical expression. The higher you go, the cooler it becomes. You know, while you're getting up there, man, you're dealing with ignorance squarely, man. So to me, it is. So. Much more like if I was like younger people, like I told you, all crazy about art and all that. No. It's like chasing the shadows. So I go for the real stuff, bro. I pass message. That's what my music is all about. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest with you, everybody. Most definitely everybody. Because you cannot just say, oh, the young ones, the young people, that's who I connect with. No. I realize that this sound and the message in it and the knowledge that I'm transmitting, you know, is affecting everybody. The young people man, they're excited about the dancehall. They go with these steps. They go vibing. You see them going gaga. And the older ones, you see them reminiscing, meditating and reflecting about, the message in the music. You see what I mean? So, and for, but overall is joy, and it's a contagious joy. So, we're all in this together. It's a journey of joy. Bro, to be honest with you, my fans out there, there's more vibe in the air, okay? My next level will be back to back, bro. That's gonna be another project, and next project, and other project in that order. It's gonna be back to back hits, you know. So if this is iconic, it's gonna be more. That's what is gonna trend, man. I know that's what's up. So more is coming, and I believe that it's going to make more impact at the same time, and this is going to start taking us around to different places that you least expect or dream of. I believe that very much. Yeah, what is too late is giving up. In the real sense of the word is not like somebody fell, somebody was delaying in taking a step of success, of venturing into whatever that will make you manifest. No, that's not the real deal. The real deal is giving up. It's never too late until it's late. You know what I mean? So no time is late, bro. No time, bro. No time, sis. Just step out in faith. Now age is about a number. You know what I mean? Stop counting numbers and just forget it. It's only a number. But the real deal is you got to make a move. You got to chase your dreams. You got to catch up with the time. God's giving you something. Don't let it die. It's a vision, it's a dream. Don't let it die. You got to do something about it. Step out anytime. I don't care what your age is. You might be looking at me at 57. Hey, what the hell is he talking about? Is it a crap? No, it's not. I'm whatever that's happening right now has already happened before. It's history in the making now, because history will always repeat itself. In the very near, not too far past, there was a name like Phil Collins. You remember him? Yeah, Phil Collins, he took all his time, went to school, and he had PhD or whatever. You know what I mean? Did enough of schooling, and until almost like the late time in his life, he started venturing into music or releasing his albums. So I'm just like a man like that, coming from that background, that generation. So it's never late. So let that inspire you. That's why I'm here. God brought me to let you that at 57 you can do something. And they say whatever at 40, whatever. That's for failure. But not with success. Success, it could be at 60, it could be at 70, it doesn't really matter. So you could be 1 year old, you could be 7 year old, but go for it. Don't let the vision die.